Hello, I'm Tricia, and today I would like to talk to you about our creativity. And this one is particularly for those of you who think that they are not creative. And because probably if you think you're not creative, it means you are stopping your natural creativity. Because nobody is not creative, because our brain is always creating something, is always creating a new way, is always creating new paths. We are creative actually in our daily life. Without our ability to create new ways, new stories, new recipes, new ways of combining colors when we look for clothes to wear for today. Without this ability, we would not be able to survive. Our creativity is so natural to us that we don't even recognize it when it's there. When you play with your kids, and even when you bring your kids to school, because they challenge you on the way, and you have to find a way to cross the road without any risk. When you are in a meeting and you feel the conversation is getting stuck, and you pause for a moment, and all of a sudden you have a new idea how to get out of that, or you have just a break because everybody's tired and there's nothing new coming out of the conversation. You come back, and all of a sudden, something is there, something is in the room, a new idea, the air is fresh again, and we can start talking. Why is it possible? Because we have this creative ability in us. And creativity is nothing else than being able to connect the dots in a new way, to be able to have an idea that we didn't even know was possible to have 5 minutes ago. Is an ability to connect information and colors and people and listen in a different way. It's what we do all the time. But then in some situations where we think we need to be creative, then we get stuck. And why? Because our head is in the way. Because all of a sudden, we make it very, very tight in our head. We just start to think that we can't do it, or that's too difficult, or I don't have the skills, or I'm not an artist, or my colleagues should know better, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, you lose for a moment your ability to create something new, just because you stopped yourself from your natural creativity through overthinking and becoming anxious about whatever, for whatever reason. We do that all the time. We think we can't do something. Sometimes it's a skill issue, which is fine. But sometimes it's simply because we have tightened up our thinking and do not allow the flow of our creativity to come up with new solutions and with new ideas. If you just take for a moment that your nature is to be creative, because otherwise you could not survive. Nothing can be planned in a day or in a life so much and so far that you don't need creativity along the way. This is not possible to plan everything and to have a linear way on anything you're doing. And your creativity is what helps you to navigate in between, with the moment, with the spaces, with the moments where you don't know, with the moments where you need fresh ideas. And the playfulness of that. Of course you'll mess up. Of course you'll do things wrong. Of course. Because This is part of the game of life. But you can not stop your creativity if you don't put a lot of energy to stop it. So just let go. Let go. Let your creativity just come through you, because it's what it wants to do anyway. Enjoy, and see you next time.